So, why am I trying to start YouTube at 34? The short answer is I'm not trying to get fame or virality. I am trying to reach someone. I've lived a lot of life the last decade or so. I have moved countries, I've worked in tech, I've lost my job, I've had grief, I've had burnout, I've dealt with addiction in my family, legal issues, you name it. I've sort of been through it. And throughout that, I lost myself more times than I can count. And somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, I stopped showing up for me. A few years ago, I had what I would call a wake up call, if you will. I was burnout. I had gained weight. I was in survival mode. I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize the woman who was looking back at me. Just physically, but also emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I was constantly problem solving for everyone else. So I made the decision I was not going to keep living like that. I was not going to keep going like that. I was not going to keep abandoning myself, essentially. So I started quietly doing the work. I lost 40 pounds, not because I hated my body, but because I started to have a level of respect for my body. I built discipline, not because I had the motivation to do so, but because I had zero motivation. I started writing again. I took a one-way flight. I moved down to Puerto Rico. I restarted. I hit the restart button. And I really started to feel like me again for the first time in probably 6 years. So why start YouTube now is probably the question you're asking. And it's because I feel like I finally have something to say and I'm not afraid to say it. There's no comeback story. This is not a highlight reel. This is real life. This is me rebuilding my life one piece at a time. And I essentially want to bring you along with me on this journey. Whether you are in the middle of your own mess, or you're also trying to figure things out, or you're rebranding, or you're rebuilding, or you've been through some shit too, there's no pressure to have it all figured out. Life is messy, life is ups and downs, it ebbs and it flows, and that's where I'm at. So what you're going to find on this channel in particular is how I lost weight sustainably and for the long term, how I'm going to keep it off for the long term, how I got disciplined when I had zero motivation to do so, how I navigated all the hard stuff. So this will sort of be my big sister pillar, if you will, because I've been through some stuff and it's been really hard, and I developed a level of grit and resilience in going through those things that I think could encourage someone who's going through something really hard as well. So, grief, burnout, family addiction, family dysfunction, all of these things I want to touch on and I want to talk about because I came out the other side, to be honest, a lot better than when I went in. So there's that. And then how I am still figuring this all out alongside of you. So we're all sort of in the trenches. We're all sort of in this messy in between. And I want to bring you along for the ride. And I feel like YouTube is sort of the platform I've always wanted to do for a long time because I like this longer form type content. I am not that great at TikTok because I just feel like I have a lot to say and I feel like I don't get to say it in the time that I want to say it on TikTok. So long form content I feel like is going to be my groove. And yeah, there's going to be some fitness, some faith, some mindset, some this, some that, and a whole hell of a lot of honesty. That's what you can expect on this channel. So if you are in your 30s and beyond and you're sort of in this messy in between and you're in this sort of rebuild phase, and you feel like you're kind of starting really late, you're not. You're on time. It's perfectly fine. And if you have ever felt like you've sort of lost the person that you were, and you want to get back to her or him, or you actually want to build yourself into a better version of you, then this is the place for you. So yeah, I am starting YouTube at 34. Not because life is perfect, but because life is real, messy, gritty, dirty, like real, honest, and raw. You're welcome here. I'm very happy to have you along for this ride. I'd love to know if you're in the rebuilding stage as well, if you're sort of, where you're at in your journey. Just leave a comment below. And I would love for you to subscribe and follow along. And if you're interested in any sort of weight loss content in particular, or fitness content, then you can go see my fitness playlist. I've linked it down below. And I also have one about my sustainable weight loss journey. And that is also linked down below for you to go see. So until next time, until next video, I'll see you then.